Hi Virgo, welcome to SIKIKSYD. I am SIKIKSYD. I'm a professional astrologer, psychic, shaman, medium, seer, mambo, witch, volleyball player. All information for is in the description box down below. If you're interested in the products I sell, those in the description box down below. We have 8 new products here at SIKIKSYD. Go and check them out. And thank you so much for your kind comments, like subscriptions, gifts, readings, bookings, and referrals. This is a reading for the future of Virgo. You don't have to be a Virgo to resonate with this reading. You can be a Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or Jupiter in Virgo. You could know someone who has Virgo anywhere in the astrological chart. You come across this reading and it just resonates for you. Okay? So if you want to cross watch to see how you may resonate with this reading, check your Mercury and where do you have Virgo in your astrological chart. So that means if you have a Jupiter in Virgo, you would look at where does Sagittarius pop up in this reading. And when you look at a Sagittarius reading, you would look at where does Virgo show up in this reading, basically. So that's how you would cross watch. Let's get to your reading. That's how you would be able to look and see how you may resonate with the reading. Okay. Let's get into your reading, Virgo. This comes energy. So Virgo, the theme is breaking repetitive cycles and patterns, doing things in a way that you've never done it before. This is your reading, whether you are single in a relationship or you're married, okay? If you're in a relationship or you're married, we're reading your energy and the person you're in a relationship with or the person you're married to, okay, their energy. Now, if you're single, we're reading your energy and the person that you're meant to be with's energy, even if you haven't met them yet, okay? So this could potentially help you identify who that may be for you, okay? Let's get into your reading. It's 107 degrees today. Let's do it. So, the current energy of your love life, Virgo, is the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Piscean energy. So, there may be children here. Somebody may also, you may find out that if someone's pregnant, it's a boy. Okay. I feel like someone could have an unexpected pregnancy, and it's a boy. And oh my god, the cards are like flying. Hold on, take that as a confirmation for you. And I'm seeing if you are single, you are meeting someone new. If you are, I feel like you're meeting someone new and you find them very, attractive and exciting. If you're in a relationship or a marriage, you are finding that excitement, that zest in the relationship, the marriage. Again, you're finding that sexual interest. You feel very sexually interested in your significant other. You feel excited by your significant other. You feel intrigued by your significant other. You feel enticed by your significant other. I also feel like, in general, you personally look very good right now. Okay, I also feel like if you're in a relationship or a marriage, or significant other could be very well endowed. If you're single, you could be meeting someone who's very well endowed. If you're masculine energy and you're single, you could be very well endowed. Okay. I do feel like you're having a new beginning in love. And if you're in a relationship or a marriage, you're just very excited by your significant other. And there is, for you, in your current energy, in your love life or your relationship or your marriage, you are the moon. The number 19 could be, not number 19, the number 18 could be significant for you. You are being vulnerable. You are being open and honest about how you're feeling, about what's been hidden. You feel like things are being revealed to you in your love life and in your relationship, in your marriage, in your connection. You feel like you are seeing things more clearly, like nothing is in the dark for you. I also feel like there's no fear. There's actually, I'm going to put the quote up here. It's by Robin Williams, and I actually live by it. Here it is. And it's, the things we feared the most have already happened to us. So when we're talking about the moon is all about illusion. Think of when you look at the moon looks like it's about this big, right? But when you try to touch it, right, you can actually play around with it with your fingers, stuff like that, but you can't actually physically touch it. It's an illusion, right, that you're doing with your eyes and with your hands. It's an illusion. With the moon comes shadows, comes there being a whole other side that is seen because the moon doesn't have its own light. Okay, so like people always wonder, like, why is the moon, why does the moon have, technically speaking, some form of dark side? It has some form of dark side because it doesn't have its own light, right? It's powered by the sun's light on some aspect. So this is like secrets being revealed, fear being released. This is about being completely transparent, completely vulnerable. And I feel like things are being revealed to you. We do have a couple of moon planetary alignments that are coming up. There is a feeling of you no longer fearing. Because think about it. When Robin Williams said, what we fear, right, we've already technically experienced. It's saying you fear it. The reason you fear it is because you've experienced it. And with that, there's some level of power. Because that means that if you've done it once, that means you can do it again. Right? That means that you know how to overcome this particular obstacle. So there's, technically speaking, no reason to fear. That's the whole purpose of it. The purpose of it is not to say, oh, you just fear everything that you've experienced. No, the point is for you to take some level of accountability and say that, no, I'm not responsible for cutting myself, but I am responsible for taking myself to the hospital to get, mended, heal myself, and help other people, and also, report the person who may have cut me. That's all you can really do. Like, you have to have some level of accountability. I feel like you're holding yourself accountable for your fears, holding yourself accountable for the things that you are known for wanting perfectionism in love. And this is about recognizing that everything is imperfectly perfect. Love is interpreted in so many different ways, but that there's nothing to fear in regards to love. That's what you're seeing clearly. And the person that you're meant to be with, the person that you're in a relationship with, right, is the Six of Wands, Jupiter in Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Ophiuchus energy. They think that you are everything that they want in a partner and a significant other, and vice versa. You feel the same. They are feeling like if they're single, they feel like a lot of people want them. They feel like they have a lot of options. If you're in a relationship or a marriage, they feel like you are everything that they want in a partner, and they want to be seen with you in public. They're very proud to be with you. They're very proud of the relationship. They're very proud of the marriage or the connection. They feel very victorious with you, okay? Now, if you are single, this person is feeling very good about their love life. Like, they feel really good about it. They feel very confident about it. They feel very positive about their love life. They feel like a lot of people want to be around them and want to know them and want to get to know them. And when we think about cigarettes, like, the smell of cigarettes is so pungent, right? There's a very distinct, not just a distinct odor, but it's very noticeable, right? So I feel like they want the relationship, marriage, the connection to be noticed, right? They could be someone who's very famous, and that plays a part in their love life. That plays a part in maybe your perspective towards them in regards to love, because with them comes fame, right? And maybe you are somebody who's more in the shadows, someone who's a little bit more private, a little bit more hidden, and now you have to, if you want to be in this world, you have to be also okay with being seen, right? The obstacles, okay, the obstacles that are in your love life, in your relationship, your marriage, is the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius and Mercury, Gemini, Virgo energy. So travel, this is long distance travel. This is also communication. The issue is there needing to be communication, and this is, Eight of Wands is like communication back and forth. So that means usually like phone call, video call, FaceTime, Zoom, Google Duo, you know. If we look, there's a feeling of celebration because we have the birthday candles. But there's also a journey. This is space. So that means that there's most likely some type of geographic space. The need for there to be communication. The need for there to be travel. Fast movement. And this is like romance. This could be maybe somebody needs affirmation, right? Like positive affirmation in order to renew that spark. Or this is you maybe having a new beginning in your life of receiving positive affirmation from people around you, right? About the way that you look and, you know, really being interested in you romantically and wanting it to be known publicly with the Six of Wands. The obstacle would be needing to communicate. The communication builds philosophical, psychological, spiritual bond. I'm talking about not just the minds connecting, but being able to connect on a level of depth. Meaning like religious and spiritual, philosophical, psychological, because we're talking about Jupiter. This is also like an expansion, because I feel like if the person's already feeling like this, already feels really good about you, already feels really positive about you, then the obstacle would be there being consistent movement, consistent fast movement with the Eight of Wands. At a distance, communication, travel at a distance, romantic communication. Eight of Wands is like very, you know, very romantic, communication in order to, you know, ignite a spark. In order to ignite a spark. It's interesting that this is like a disco ball. This makes me feel like your feelings are on display. Because usually it's like this, right? And it's almost like, you know, I'm just going to allow myself to sit here and sort of shine. But now it's an actual disco ball. Traditional disco balls hang upside down. So I think you're seeing your emotions differently. I think you're seeing everything differently. Like, I think you're realizing, and a lot of this could be just emotional maturity coming in. I think you're realizing you're looking at everything differently due to you beginning to mature. So that means everything you've experienced in life, you're now looking at it. And you just are now that you process emotion differently, you can now look at the moments and the experiences that you've had. And maybe you don't have the same anger that you used to have, the same resentment. Maybe you're now able to forgive and, like, you know, move on in your life. There's a feeling of you now looking at everything differently. Sort of wondering, how long has it always been that way? And how are you moving forward now that you've processed these experiences in a different way? That's really beautiful. It almost makes me feel like making a wish, like a wish coming true. That the wish coming true would be communication, like consistent communication and travel. And your future energy in your love life, your relationship, your marriage is the Six of Swords, Aquarius, and Mercury. That could be Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo energy. So we're moving on to calmer waters after a rape, a murder, a crime, after disputes, mind games, manipulation, narcissism, gaslighting. You are finally moving on to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. That is your future energy. This is you also communicating overseas. This is you traveling overseas. But this is you also listening to whoever it is that you believe in, you know. And this could be like your spiritual guides, ancestors, God, Jesus, whoever it is that you believe in. And being guided towards a more peaceful state in your life, okay? In regards to your love life and in your relationship or your marriage. Because, I mean, think about it. When you are experiencing sex, because that's basically what's happening here, right? When you're experiencing that, you are relaxed. So I feel like you're finally relaxed. It's like you're finally able to enjoy. I feel like saying you're finally able to enjoy love, life. I do feel like you're a lot calmer and you feel a lot luckier. The person that you're meant to be with or the person that you're in a relationship with, marriage with, they are the Hierophant, Taurus energy. So they are turning to their religion, turning to God, turning to a tarot card reader, a psychic, a medium, a seer, turning to a spiritual guru, turning to spirituality in order to reinforce their self-worth and their self-value and their belief in what a relationship and a marriage and a commitment looks like for them. For many of them, it is a traditional relationship. They're thinking a relationship and marriage should be traditional. In the future, that is what they are moving forward with in their energy in regards to love. They are somebody who is very traditional, very, this is like if you're in a relationship or a marriage, your significant other, person you're in a relationship or a marriage with, they believe in the same beliefs you have in regards to relationship and marriage. That it should be traditional, that there should be commitment, that there should be a certain belief, certain beliefs in regards to self-worth and self-value that you guys both hold. that a relationship and a marriage should be held a particular way. They could be speaking and giving advice to others in regards to relationship, marriage, commitment, or love. Okay? This is somebody who they could own a spiritual business that's known worldwide. Okay. It's like people look up to them. I feel like they feel like people look up to your relationship and your marriage because it's being done the right way. Okay. Advice is the Fool, and the number 5 could be significant to you. Advice is the Fool, the number 0. Your advice is to do things in a way you've never done it before. Your advice is to figure out who you are. Let's start there. Like figuring out who you are and exploring you. For many of you, you have entered this new chapter where maybe you've just graduated, or you've had an unexpected pregnancy, or there's been you've traveled to a place you've never been before, or you're living in a place you've never been before. You're doing a job you've never done before. And it's like, in regards to love and in life, it's saying embrace the energy of doing things in a way you've never done it before. Embrace the change that you are being pushed to experience. Embrace it. Embrace doing things differently. That means like, in your relationship, in your marriage, in order for there to be an advancement, Jupiter makes things bigger. Jupiter expands things, right? In order to take it from the 6 of Wands, a victory, to that 8 of Wands, which is actual movement. Also, you could say process of learning something. Sagittarius is also about learning something being taught. The advancement is the movement and the lesson. The movement comes from learning the lesson. Sagittarius and Mercury, the communication. It's about expressing how you feel. It's not just about feeling like it's a victory. It's about expressing it's a victory. There we go. Wow. So that's what's like getting you sort of out of the box, like expressing, because I feel like with the masculine, it's like typically not really showing how one feels. It's about expressing how you feel, right? And that will break the repetitive cycles, the repetitive patterns. Also, you could work on a ship. For some of you guys, it's like you could be on a boat or on a ship, or some type of improvement in regards to your technology, communicating overseas. Yeah. This has been your reading, Virgo. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. And check out the 8 new products here at SIKIKSYD. This is for Virgo. Okay? If you're interested in the process of it, those in the description box down below. Amen and Ashe.